Welcome to We Seek First podcast, where we talk about living life as a Christian and everything in between. We are your hosts, Takara,
Katrina,
Latresa,
and LaQuinta.
Join us every week for a fresh episode. But today we have an exciting episode for you, so sit back, relax, and let's talk.
Good, you know.
I've heard of a lot of people who got married, they were fine, but the guy, what it was, and I know some on YouTube, I'm not gonna name them or whatever, but the girl was dating this guy, and I think they messed around, and she told him, look, my intention is to wait.
Yeah.
And because he wanted her so bad, he decided, okay, we'll wait.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what I'm saying. It wasn't his idea, but it was hers. But he respected it.
And it worked out.
And it worked
That's
out.
a good dude.
Yeah.
To me, that's a good dude.
To me, I mean, you know, some people, they don't look at that as valuable or whatever.
I
So
understand
the guy
that,
may not come to you with it. It may be you bringing it up, but they might be willing to wait.
Well, I
with
need
you.
somebody whose core values line up with mine.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
a part of my core values.
And
if you don't want to
I
wait,
agree.
if you
I
have
agree.
no intention of waiting, I cannot
We can't
date
work
you
out.
Yeah.
because
And
that's gonna mess me
tough.
up. I know
That's
it is.
tough.
I know that's a hard thing
That's
right there.
huge.
Yeah. I know.
Especially nowadays when the desert is so dry.
Yeah.
There's a drought in the land, Lord.
Yeah.
I
But-
have another question. I hope it's not off topic.
Go ahead, girl.
No, we're on
Um,
intentions.
What do you think about for time frames on relationships? Because if you're telling a guy, look, we need to wait until marriage. What if he is waiting with you and after maybe 6 months, he's like, look, I'm weak. Why don't we just, go ahead and get married or whatever? Do you have a timeline on your relationship?
A timeline? No.
Like, would
How
you
can
date
I-
somebody
yeah.
for 6 months and you go ahead and marry him?
Yeah, if it was working out.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I've heard
Agreed.
some
To a
people
certain
like,
extent.
no.
No.
I need to be
Yeah.
at least a year, 2
No,
You
no.
can't
How
ask-
can you say that?
That's what I'm saying. You can't ask a guy
Yeah.
to. Well, you can.
That's
I
not
think
even.
if he's met all of the things that you're looking for in a partner, if he is like-minded, has values, why not? Like you both know what you want.
Yeah.
And if
Why
that-
not? Go
yeah,
ahead
y'all
and
match.
Yeah.
and
I
you don't
agree.
want to sin, so go ahead. Like,
Well, that's what God said.
I
Yeah.
don't think there should be like a specific time
No.
limit. How can
at
you
least
say
a
that?
year, 3 years.
But
But there are
you don't,
people-
your relationship may progress
Yeah.
faster than
Yeah.
someone else's, so I can't say
Yeah.
it's gotta be a year.
Because
that-
the longer
waiting.
you wait, the harder it
Yeah.
will be to keep
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
think about it. You together all the time. You out on dates, and you trying to hold out, and you want me to sit here for 2-3 years. That man might be like, look,
But
I
that,
wouldn't do that to him.
yeah,
girl.
please.
that all goes back to intention.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you at the very beginning say, hey, these are my intentions.
Yeah.
I intend to honor God with my life, with the way that I believe, and not do those things. Okay. Your intentions are set. He already
That's
knows.
true. Yeah.
It's like he agrees, and he may say the same thing because that's what I would want. We need to line up, honey. We need to say the
Yeah.
same
No, you
thing.
do.
So then if it does come to it where it's like, why not just get married? Cause baby, I'm old. Okay.
And I think it's
Oh,
something
yeah.
about, I don't know, it just seems that way to me, in my opinion. When you're older, it's like you are established. You know what you want.
I know what I
Why
want.
not?
I know
Why
what
we
I
beating
want.
around the bush?
I know what I'm
Go
and
ahead and
I have lived my single life.
Yeah.
Like I done all the things I wanted to. Like, okay, yay, I done made my own money. I have my own home. I have a car. Okay, and
Yeah.
You've done the whole adulting thing.
And back
Yeah.
with the intention thing, if you are dating a guy and it's been 4 or 5 years and he just
I wouldn't wait
what
around
are
that
you
long.
waiting for?
Yeah.
you know what? To me,
You don't want me.
and people, you guys always disagree with me, but I don't care. So I feel like when you meet this guy, you don't know each other. Let's just say you don't know each other. You just met, so happened, and you start to get to know each other. In 3 months, he should know if he wants to progress to something serious. So then after 3 months, I feel like at
agree.
month 6, he needs to know if he wants to marry you or not. I don't care if you're
Well,
young.
I don't know.
I do. You
I
know
think
why?
it depends personally
I was
on
gonna
the
say.
people, because some people, like, I wouldn't want long distance, but there are people who may be long distance. They may be
That's
And it
working
may
a lot.
take more time.
Yeah, they may not
Yeah.
be able to spend as much time together as another
Okay.
person might.
Now, there are factors, but for the most part, to me, at month 6, if you can't look at me and say, I want to marry her. I'm not saying propose to me at 6 months right on the dot. It's like you have made up your mind and you're like, this is how we're treating this. Like, this is it. And even after 6 months, you go in the 7th or the 8th month, you're still seeking God for the right time to do it, to propose and stuff like that. Is this really what you want me to do, Lord? Like, it's like you've made up your mind, Lord, this is what I want. I feel like this is what you may want for me. I want to marry this person. Let me know. But at 6 months, that's you need to know.
I see what you're saying.
I know what you're saying, and you're right. He does need to talk to God about it, because don't be wasting my time.
Don't waste
Well, let me
it.
tell you what the whole problem is that I think. If you got a guy that done waited 5-6 years and he ain't proposed, it's because he getting some.
Yeah.
Because there is no man
I was about to
who
say.
is gonna date you and you both are waiting until marriage and it's been 6 years.
There
is no way.
And he ain't
is
proposed.
Yeah.
Somebody ain't really waiting.
And also,
That's what I'm telling you.
also the other stuff, like the light petting and stuff. That too, you can't do that either.
Yeah, I don't go for that either.
No,
That's gonna
yeah.
turn into
Yeah.
something else.
Because a lot of people would say we're not actually having sex, but you may have really extreme makeout sessions where you touching stuff you shouldn't, or some clothes may slip.
Girl, ain't nothing slipping.
And it's like, oh, I saw, or
That's what
I
I'm saying.
felt,
It's like if both of y'all intentions are to wait until
Right, it
marriage,
goes
there's
back to
no
that.
way you're
Yeah.
gonna sit there for that long,
Yeah.
and just waste time. Like, no, it's not happening.
See, I'm telling you, I am a hard person when it comes. Tell me. Let your intentions be known.
Yeah.
I need to.
Don't waste my
Do
time.
not waste my
Girl,
time. Because
yes.
I've waited so long. I am not a spring chicken. Now, I'm not old either, but I am
all.
in my
You're really overdoing it.
She always.
But
You're not old.
I have gray hair. I mean, it's like 5 strands, but still.
Oh my goodness.
But like, I'm in my 30s. Like, I know what I want and I know what I don't want. And it may not be, but I'm mature and I'm old enough to know the difference between, oh, he just looks good because of vanity purposes, and I want him for vanity. You know what I'm saying?
We
like,
been over that.
I'm not young anymore. It's like, and I don't need these subliminal messages like, oh, I thought you knew my intent. No, say it, and also do not have me guessing that we're together.
Oh,
You better
That is
you
another
better
thing.
ask,
do that.
You
Yeah.
better ask me to be your
Girl.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ain't nothing wrong
Let
with
me
that.
know where we stand.
Thank
I don't
you.
want,
Don't waste my time.
No.
Intentions are so
Yeah.
important.
Oh, another thing I wanted to touch on. To me, this is like make it or break it is maturity.
Ooh,
I'm gonna need you to be a man. I need a man. I am a grown woman. I need
capital
a
M.
man.
And because so many men grow up without fathers,
Yeah.
I think they attach
They're
to a
lacking
wrong
that.
guy
Yeah.
to mimic, and they ain't
Yeah.
getting it.
Because people they out here playing games. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I ain't got time for that. Don't mess around with me.
Yeah.
You need to be intent, be mature. Like, I don't need to be the one who is doing everything. You need to learn what to do, how
Be
to
a
run a
man.
household,
Yes.
how to do everything.
Your finances
Come prepared.
need to be,
A
Teach
lot of
me
men
new
are looking
things,
for
okay?
another mother.
Oh,
Yeah. I know what you mean.
That's why they out here hollering, oh, I want me an independent woman. Because he is looking for
Yeah.
another mother. He
His
wants you to
mom was-
provide
yeah.
the home. He move in with you,
Yeah.
and you do all this and that, and he ain't really bringing.
That's
you know.
unattractive. I know the last
It is.
episode I pulled that question. Y'all asked what I thought was attractive. That was another one on my
Yeah.
list. Man, I'm talking about a real man.
She's not talking about he looks like a man
No,
or
I'm-
his age says he's
Girl,
supposed to be
no,
a man.
I'm not
Right.
talking. I'm talking about a
Exactly.
real
Yeah.
man. The girl. Where is one?
Yes.
I love that. I don't like weakness. I
And
just
if
don't
you
like
can't
that.
take care of yourself, how are you gonna take care of me when we get
Exactly.
Like,
married?
I don't need someone who's still living at home with mom and daddy.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Unless your parents are old, like I'm in my 30s, so I may meet someone who is in their late 30s to 40s. His parents may be elderly, and he had to move back in to help. Okay,
Those
but
are different
Well, we ain't talking about
circumstances.
that.
I'm
We
talking
talking about
about
somebody
one who
got an
didn't
apartment
apply
in the basement.
himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
so-
he didn't apply himself. He just working at Mickey D's, and he like
I'm a manager,
Right.
though.
That goes back to what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
They a go getter, somebody who is trying to do something. They have
Who
something.
want
They,
something
they're
in life.
going after
Yeah.
something. They're not
Yeah.
just out here just doing.
And
nothing.
you need to prepare to be a husband or a
I
man.
agree.
Yeah.
Like, why are you going after these women and you haven't even established like a home,
Basics.
a
So
job?
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
What you gonna do with your
Yeah.
life? Like, what you need a woman for? Like,
Yeah.
really?
just sorry.
Like when
I
you-
don't want
when
no
you-
sorry man.
when you come to me, you need to have your own home.
Exactly.
Or working on getting one. Like, baby, we got a house. I'm
because yeah,
we
you may want to
set.
buy one together.
Yes, and
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
know
You
some
know
men who like to like get them a little apartment. And when
Yeah.
they get
Yeah.
married, they
Oh,
might
Right,
get us a
that
home.
Yeah.
that is fine.
right,
with
you need
me.
to be in
I
the
wouldn't have a
financial
problem.
space to where you can put me in a home. I don't want to be in a 1-bed apartment.
No.
Like that's
To
not.
be honest, I would prefer to buy a home with my husband.
You know,
Yeah,
that'll
I
that'll
would.
be
So
nice
you wouldn't
too.
want a guy who say was in college
Yeah.
and
college, girl.
No.
30s.
no.
No, sometimes-
there are
yeah.
plenty of people
Yeah.
who, even if they had been to college
Mm-hmm.
or maybe they decided I want to be in this field,
Yeah.
and they have to
That's
go
possible.
to college.
That's possible.
I see
know
what-
you're
okay,
I
saying.
know
this is
very
me.
good couples
Yeah.
who got
I
married
do
while
too.
their husband
Yeah.
was still in
I
college,
do
and
too.
they
Okay.
live in a one bedroom
Okay,
apartment.
okay,
Yeah.
let me.
Okay,
Okay,
you
let
are
me.
encouraging
let me
that
get this-
right at the beginning. Student, no.
That's true. Okay, let me get my point across. Okay, so you need to be okay. I understand if you are in college, I will work with you. But if we've been there 6-10 years, like what's
Right.
going on? What
Nah.
were you doing? Like we need. I am in a home now. You need to put me in a better home
I'm
Yeah.
saying
than what
this
I'm
is
in
what
now.
it is. Well, our age, most of the men are supposed to be in
Established
that
already.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But there
yeah.
are
But they're
younger guys who want to follow God and they
Yeah.
don't want to mess up.
Yeah.
So those guys are not gonna wait till they're in their 30s to try to find a wife. They
Yeah.
may try to find them sooner because they
Yeah.
don't want to
Mess up.
Mess up.
Yeah.
They want to wait till married. You're not gonna tell them, God, look, finish college, buy me a house, have all this
Yeah.
ready. Like,
Be realistic.
yeah, they
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
They're
for
like,
you
look,
younger women out
No,
there.
I'm talking
I
about
need
for
a wife
our-
because I don't want to mess up.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm
Well,
gonna
that's
go
for the
ahead,
younger
you know.
people.
telling
We are
you.
older.
Yeah,
we are.
But
The
there
people
are
in
some
my
men in
age
their
group,
30s
you need
in
to
college.
have like, what were you doing all those years? Have it together. Why am I?
Maybe they was messing up.
You know,
Yeah.
I can take I
well,
can have a
mess up
grace
with
period.
Chandra because it
Like-
ain't gonna be with
That's,
me.
no, and that's me. I'm
We can-
forgiven.
I'll give you a grace
I can,
period,
I
but
can
you
be
need to get it
forgiven.
together.
Now you need to be a real man, but I
Right,
can be
right.
forgiven in the area of because I want to build. I want to build my life with
Together,
somebody.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
mind that.
Yeah,
Nah, I mean you can't be at McDonald's.
you can, and you can't be a manager.
Like-
you can't say I'm the supervisor over the local.
I can
McDonald's.
see if
You-
you,
you
were
can't be
if
a
you was the
McDonald's
VP or something like that. I can take that. But why you the local
I
manager?
just
at
think
the-
he
no.
don't. The
Look.
cases are different.
He don't have to be rich because I'm not
Right.
rich.
It
Right.
To me, it depends on what are you doing now.
That's what
What
I
are-
said
That's what-
earlier.
yeah, that's
Because
like, are you trying to build something?
Yeah.
What are you
even if
doing?
right now he doesn't have the job
That's fine.
deemed okay,
That's
but
fine.
maybe he is doing college and he have to stay up all night so he can't handle
and
that
I can
kind of
understand
job.
that. I
Like,
can
you
work
have
with
to look
you.
at the now. What
You
is
do.
now?
Yeah.
What is going to happen in the next few years?
Mm-hmm.
You can't look at him and say, "Oh, he ain't got no house, no car." Well, you know what
Car,
I mean.
God,
Yeah,
no,
like
now come on,
I
that's
mean-
the bad man.
No, I don't mean he walking.
I know.
I'm
no,
talking
I
about
agree with you on that.
some men, their life is not set when
Right.
you meet them, but
Right.
Right.
they will
They're
get
working
there.
But
towards
I
potential.
can work with that. But you need to have what's your goal?
Yeah.
Tell me what
Which
are you
is why
aiming
I
for?
said purpose is so. See,
Yeah.
guys, listen. before we started this podcast episode, we were kind of discussing it because we like to discuss it when we record, so it's fresh. But to me, that is what I meant by purpose. He needs to have a goal. Like he needs to know exactly what he wants to do, and it's not just like figuring out exactly what God, like the purpose that God made him and put him on the earth. He may not be there yet, but it's kind of like his life is not all over the place. He's not at the bars.
Right. And I think
not,
that plays into maturity as well. Somebody who is immature, they're not worried about their finances. They're not worried about nothing. All they want to do is party or
they
party. Oh, no.
Right. They're into that scene. Yeah. They're not concerned about the future. They don't have goals. They're just worried about the here and now.
That's what I was trying to say earlier. Yeah. That is what I find attractive. Somebody, a go-getter. They're trying to do.
He has
not
a plan
just
in place.
There being sorry, you know.
And you know what we get this from? Our dad was I'm sorry. I really, really see it as I get older. He is a strong man.
Yeah,
he is so strong, and he led our family with an iron fist. Let me tell you. And my mom, she did exactly what God told her to do, and she followed him. And our family, like when we look at men, we need someone who can at least come up to his level.
Oh, yeah.
And we used to say, oh, I don't want nobody like daddy. But then when we talk about what we want, it is kind of like daddy. Like, that's daddy.
He used to say you need to get a man like me.
He wasn't lying. I know
like,
it.
no.
But y'all don't want a man like me.
I know what he was talking. And I'm not saying he has to be a preacher because I don't want no preacher.
Right.
I'm talking about like
Strength.
a real man
that will lead his home.
Right,
Like not just, oh honey, I'm sitting at the head of the table, but honey, you do everything. Oh, I have to talk to my wife about this first. And it's like his back is not
If
strong.
I can run him over,
like yes,
no, thank you.
Or if I can tell him, he makes a decision. We're going to remodel the house section by section. No, we're going to remodel the whole thing. I'm going to call the contractors. Okay, thank you. Wait, hold on.
Can we? Like, I
want a man that's like, look, I value your opinion, and we could talk about this and make a decision together.
Right.
But ultimately, he has to say so because he's the head of the home.
I'm good with that.
Yeah,
That's what I
lead. Yes,
Can I get a leader?
Yes.
A strong man.
I want someone that I can follow. Because really in all of our lives, we're really strong because that's how we were raised.
I guess
And I feel like we are good. We don't like to lead, but we have very good leader skills.
We can if we have
skills.
to.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like throughout my life, I don't want to lead. I want to follow my husband. Okay. I'm not a follower of people, but it's like I want to be able to like fall into the role that God made for me. Because it's so hard when you're single. And it's like you have to make sure you're doing the man and your job.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want that. I want that strong man. Stand up. Tell me, ma'am, I know you're emotional today, but this is what we're going to do. And I'm like, okay.
Ooh, I'd be like, okay.
It's very attractive.
It is. I love strength in a man.
Yeah.
So one of the last things I wanted to talk about, it's not that important, but to me, it's kind of the icing on the cake is the man's character traits. Like, is he smart?
What
is
do you
he
mean?
funny?
That's very important.
That is important.
You know, some people may not have a strong basis, but
No,
that's
I think
important.
To me, it is.
I
people
think
may view
character
it, you know.
because think about people who are deemed as bad people. Their character is bad. They steal and they think that it's okay. They do drugs and they think that it's okay.
Yeah.
That's their character. That's who they are. So it's like, is that what you think is good? I mean, would you be like, oh, I'll take somebody like that? He could be swayed either way.
And also, character traits are like honest.
Yeah, caring.
Somebody
you know.
who's giving.
Yes.
That's
what
important.
Well,
That's very important.
Well, some people may not be high on their list.
What you?
Girl,
Oh,
I
you
don't-
mean as in looking
Right,
for a partner?
right. That's what I mean when it say it may not be up there.
It should be.
That's why
That's
I
important to me.
I wanted to talk about it because I thought it was something important.
Okay, so if you had to choose, what would be a really big one for you that you're very attracted to?
Yeah.
Like a character trait, like I value. Now, other people may not agree with me or feel like that it should be very high, but I value honesty and respect.
Yes,
Ooh,
and
those are
loyalty.
good ones.
That's me.
Yes,
I'm right there.
Honesty, loyalty, and respect.
That's where I am.
Like,
as
do
well.
not,
Yeah.
okay, you can be a lot of things, but I don't need a liar. I don't need someone who is disrespectful, and I need someone who's going to
my-
be loyal to
Let
me.
me tell y'all something. That respect
Respect
that is important.
so high for me.
Especially in a marriage. I
Oh
mean,
my
it's so
goodness.
high for
and
me.
honesty too. I'm not,
But that's just me. Like
Yeah.
respect. I am a big like. I respect is big for me because it's like I respect other people, or at least I try to be respectful to other people.
Yeah.
Even if we differ, even if we can't even come to common ground on an issue, like we're arguing about something and we can't even say we agree to disagree. I can still respect that someone else feels a different way
Right.
than me.
Yeah.
But don't come and be with me. We are one body and you are disrespectful. Oh, no.
Yeah, I think a lot of couples too need to spend a lot of time together.
Yeah.
Because you need to see how you argue. You need to
Yeah.
see how he reacts when he gets angry.
Oh, yes.
You need to see how he reacts when you disagree.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of men, you need to see how you deal with conflict. Because
Yeah.
some men might be the type to leave and be gone for a week.
Oh, no,
Don't-
we're not
you
going
need to
to.
know how he reacts to stuff like
in
that.
different circumstances.
And not wait till you married and then you sitting there looking like,
And
who
you
is this
surprised.
man?
Yeah, you don't know who
Yeah.
you married.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. I would hate to just wake up. And I know that it does happen, but I would hate to just wake up and it's like your husband just turns into
He
this
did a
different
360.
Yeah.
Now that happens.
Yeah.
That does happen.
Yeah.
A lot of people get married and everything is fine. And
Yeah.
at year 20, he like, look, I don't want you no more. Or something like
my
that.
God.
That is so
It
sad.
happens. Even when he was a good man at first,
Yeah.
they may turn into something else. I
Yeah.
mean, it
That's
happens.
when you gotta go to the Lord, girl. Cause
Like, Lord, did
Some
I make
cat-
a...
See, I would already went to the Lord.
no, I'm saying in those times if
Before I
you've been
married
married
him.
20 years and you thought you had a good man and he started
See, that's why you let the Lord.
Yeah.
Well, but you know what?
So-
I did hear a story where this woman was saying that she did do that. And the Lord, I mean, it was clear they were supposed to be together. And she said, she said that her pastor explained it to her like this. She was saying that, yes, God said y'all need to be together, but because he made a choice to fall away from God, he can't.
That's true.
It's not going to match. So he wakes up one day and he wants to go and be with this younger woman. He doesn't want her anymore. He doesn't want their family or anything like that because he walked away from God. So he was saying that he walked away from God first, which allowed him to walk away from her.
yeah.
So it's not
way to
about
put
God
it.
saying
Yeah.
he's the right one or he's not. He did. He okayed it. He put them together, but he walked away from God first.
Yeah.
And not only the man, maybe she wasn't doing what she was supposed
Yeah.
to do in the
Yeah,
marriage.
that's true.
He may have sent a real good man, but maybe because of things that you were doing wrong or you
that
not
does happen.
following God, it caused him to do things. Like it,
Yeah.
both
Which
of you
neither
have to work
neither are
together.
right.
Well, yeah. Just because it doesn't work out in the end doesn't mean that God didn't send him. It's just
Yeah.
people just sin. You do
Yeah.
wrong, he do wrong,
I don't know about y'all, but in my life with me, I feel like whoever I'm meant to be with, that's who I'm gonna be with. I don't know. Ain't
Yeah.
no mistakes,
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. If he is not for me, it's not gonna happen. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's been with y'all, but that's
Yeah.
how it is with me.
And it's weird because I know a lot of couples. When you look at them, it's like, man, they exactly the same. Like
Yeah.
it
It
seems
worked
like they
out.
belong
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
The way
I know,
they think and the way
right?
they act is like,
Yeah.
y'all was supposed to be together.
Yeah.
A match. Yeah.
Like our brother, when he married his wife, we didn't know her well because like he knew her, but like we didn't know her well. And it wasn't like she was around us a whole lot for us to like really get to know her. But like as the time passed, it was like, are y'all the same person?
I promise y'all, I love to see them two together. They're
so
they're
cute.
such an awesome match. Like, see,
And it's like they're so
I
doesn't
think
different,
that's what
though.
you need.
yeah.
Well, not necessarily.
They came from different backgrounds, is what I mean.
Well,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They did.
Completely
But
different
then,
backgrounds.
but then, if like you said, the
Yeah,
morals they
yeah.
have the same
Yeah.
Right,
morals,
yeah.
maturity,
Yeah.
character trait, intentions.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
all
it
of
comes
that
into play.
matches,
Yeah.
then you should match.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I hate to hear people say opposites attract. That's not true.
Girl, I don't know
Not-
why people
Not
say
in that way. Like,
yeah.
I know sometimes you may have one of them that's better with money and the other one may not
Yeah.
be. That I could see, but
Yeah.
opposites, no.
No,
Well, I
you
really
need
don't.
to be
There's a
the
balance.
same.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a balance instead of it being an opposite. I know what they mean, but really you
I
do.
haven't experienced that. You know what
Girl,
that means?
yeah.
What you mean by opposites? I think what they're talking about is like personalities. So like what I've seen in some successful couples, it's like one person may be the more quiet, reserved one,
Soft-spoken,
and then
yeah.
the other one is like
Okay.
the like oh he's the like a party pleaser, but not
Yeah.
like his personality is so big. It allows for them to. So it's
Okay.
like she'll
Well,
say
I've seen that before.
Yeah.
yeah. So I think that's what they mean by opposites
Yeah.
attract. But I don't think that opposites attract fits in with a Christian couple with
No.
with like morals and
values.
things.
Right.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
what we're
That
talking
shouldn't
about.
be opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. You need to be the same. And it's not to say that the couple needs to be the exact same.
Yeah.
Like we have to like the same things. We like have to go
No.
to the same places
Yeah.
or it's not that. Because everybody has a different personality.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. But the things that are important, those things do need to match. You know?
especially like religion and what you believe in should match because you gonna have kids.
Oh yeah.
And like if you're not matching, it's gonna be problems
Yeah.
in
It
the
is.
future.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard, especially when you're older and you're setting your. Now I understand the phrase when they say you're setting your ways.
Yeah.
Because I am older, and it's like when I remember when I was in my 20s and I was with someone. It was kind of like we kind of could grow together. I could see how we could grow together, and it was like he may do something that I didn't particularly like, but I was like, okay. It's like okay, whatever. But like now, I'm kind of like, no. That's not what I do. I mean, you do what you want to, but I mean, me, I'm not going to do, you know what I mean? So I understand it now, but I think it makes it harder when you're looking for, or you're trying to find someone that matches you.
Yeah.
It's just so like,
Well, in that way, it's gonna be hard to find somebody to match you. Now, the stuff we pointed out, it do need to match, but like the way, like in a home, some people,
Oh yeah,
May-
and it's the way you was brought up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
some
It's
people
gonna
get
be
everybody was
different.
raised
Yeah.
differently.
like
Yeah.
you might wake up before you eat, you got to brush your teeth, but
Yeah.
you might marry somebody who brushed their teeth after they
Yeah.
eat,
Yeah.
and you gonna be like you nasty, but really some people,
Yeah, everybody
yeah, like there's different people
Yeah.
do different things.
That's kind of small though. That's
yeah, I
not,
wouldn't.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Those little things that ain't nothing.
But in a marriage, though, as years go by, it'll start getting on your nerves.
Yeah.
well, that's okay.
Okay,
Well, that's
So,
all
long
a part
as
of
I got
compromise.
here,
No,
You
I'm
need
not
to
talking about
compromise.
brushing teeth. I'm just saying
You need to
little
learn how
stuff
to
can turn
compromise
into
with each
big
other.
stuff,
Yeah.
and
you know what? I want to add to the list communication.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
important.
I am not a very good communicator when I am in a relationship. Now that's something while I'm in my single
That's not
season
good.
that I am working on. But what it is, when I get angry, I get silent. Which
Okay,
is-
well then just wait after you
No.
cool down and go
No,
back.
no.
Okay.
Girl,
See,
that ain't me. We gonna fight. We gonna argue. Like I'm
Okay, so
I believe that.
if I'm upset about something, I get quiet and I will get inside my head. It's kind of like I'll make up things that he may think or say that really didn't happen. And if I just voice how I felt, it would be squashed. But I don't. And then I stuff it down and I keep on going. Then it's like something else may happen and it's like, I'll try to get over it.
You bottle it up.
And after a while, it could be something like, he bumped into me by accident. And I just explode.
That is not.
And I don't explode like, oh my God. It's not like that. I explode like, you need to tread lightly. like I'm not like a violent person and I'm not really a yeller either, but it's like a simple argument could turn into a very long conversation.
Do you remember the post that I put up years ago about the Christian wife thing?
That was so good.
Yeah.
Okay, in the thing, I was saying how when somebody, like in my experience, when somebody makes you mad, or when your spouse makes you mad, it's like, okay, go pray. Do something, because you gonna end up saying something that's gonna make them mad, make it worse or whatever, and then come to them and say, look, what you did made me upset. Talk about it, because if you bottle it up, then you, like you said, he bump into you and you just gonna y'all gonna be in that scrapping, and you don't need to be scrapping.
But I think that's something, like, in your single seasons, work on those things. And like, I'm so thankful that I know that about myself. When I was younger in my 20s and I was dating, I did not understand why. Like, I knew I just didn't feel safe or comfortable enough to voice those things. And really it just speaks to, they didn't line up with our core values, our intention. Like, the communication wasn't there, which let me know, well, if we communicated, the values they weren't there. The intentions weren't there. Like, none of it was there. So it's like, because I know that now, and then too, I'm older and more mature, so it's like, I really don't think that I'll have such a hard time with it. It may be slower for me to say it, to voice it, but I don't think that I'll just bottle it up and then it gets like that.
I talk too much.
Well, I know.
I'm telling you, I'm like, look, we need to talk about this thing.
You don't need to let it fester. And
I do not like that. I talk too much.
You need to talk it out. Like, we ain't talking about fighting, but just discuss, communicate, and
Well, we know
move
you
on
two
from it.
will do it. What about you, Quanah? Like, are you a communicator, or are you I
think Quanah will let
will
stuff
bottle
go
it
until
up.
it bothers her. Yes, you will.
Yes, she will bottle it up.
So we're alike.
I don't know.
Speak.
I don't know.
You don't know what you would do?
No.
So in your everyday life, when little stuff that you can just be like, it ain't that big of a deal, but it really does bother you and you really should voice it, she
bottles it up and then she
I bottle it
snaps.
up. Yeah.
Like, that is
And
her.
I think even if it's little, you should voice it.
Yeah.
But it's all about your approach. Like, if you keep coming in the kitchen with your dirty hands and I want you to wash them in the bathroom.
I wouldn't say anything if
No.
I just be mad.
Because you know what's going to happen. How is he supposed to know that it's bothering you?
And
if
then
you
you
don't say
snap
nothing?
at him and he like, what?
Yeah.
you're right.
You gotta
If
communicate.
you just say, look, sweetie, ooh, I love you. You look so good today. Do you mind washing your hands in the bathroom instead of the kitchen? Say, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it bothered you. There you go.
It's easy, just as simple as that. She made it sound so easy.
It's easier said than done.
Butter him up a
I
little
think
bit.
that I think we're just two different people. I'm one of those people who just, I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to be
But how is your
mean. I
spouse
don't
supposed to know?
Girl, I ain't married.
What?
I don't know.
I bet if he cheat on you, he'll say, are you going to bottle that up?
See, that's what and it's funny because
I think that if I was with somebody that I was very comfortable with,
yeah.
then I would be fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
So I'm not,
And see, but like with me, even with being comfortable, I think that was it. I didn't feel safe. Because it's kind of like, if you feel like your relationship is skating on, oh, if I say something, he may or may not want to stay, you don't need to be together.
No.
Girl, if you're married.
Well, but I wasn't married. You know what I mean? So it's like,
you never live with this person. You don't
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
they do. Like you gonna bump heads because you
Oh,
never lived
definitely.
together.
yeah.
So you gonna have to voice it, or they gonna do this for 30 years.
And it's
Right.
going to become a habit, and it's just
Yeah.
going to bother you so bad
Yeah.
until you snap. Look,
So I think communication does need to be on everyone's list. Even if you are a communicator, you need to be with somebody else who is just as communicative as you are. Because it doesn't help when both parties are silent. I've been there, done that. It only leads to the person who's being silent to be hurt. And you have to be hurt silently because you don't communicate, which is stupid. So yeah, I'm so glad that we talked about this because we haven't done a relationship type of podcast in a while. But that's kind of how we started sharing things with you guys about relationships and stuff like that. And I think we want to get back into it because with everybody being quarantined, I know there are a lot of single people out there. This is a great time to work on those things. Like I'm working on my communication skills. There may be something else in your life that you need to work on as well.
And consult the Bible. It's in there.
Yes, it is. So I think with us talking about this, just think about it. Just get in your silent place and think about the things that you could make yourself better. Like read your Bible, get in your word, ask God about, hey, how could I further, prepare myself for a relationship that could lead to a marriage? You know what I'm saying? So this has been a great episode. I don't know about you guys, but I've enjoyed it and I've learned some things from you guys, So please, So come back next week. We'll probably be talking about something else. Quarantine with us, okay? All right, it's been a great one and we'll see you next week. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning into another episode of We Seek First podcast. You can find us on our blog at www.weseekfirst.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest at We Seek First. Again, thank you for your support and join us next time for a bit of encouragement as Christ encourages us.